Welcome to the first episode of my very first guitar kit build. In this episode, I'll be unboxing my SG kit. I've been repairing and restoring guitars for about a year, so I wanted to take the next step and try to build my own. I decided on a kit instead of starting completely from scratch, because this will allow me to learn new skills like fret leveling, simple woodworking, and finishing, without having to purchase all of the tools required to start from nothing. Many kits like this one are mass-produced and tend to arrive with quality issues like poor neck fit and uneven fret jobs, so I wouldn't recommend this for someone who is looking to buy an inexpensive guitar to assemble. There are a lot of companies that produce beginner guitars that are already assembled that are really better for that purpose. But for someone looking to get started in guitar building, this seemed like a good next step. I decided on a kit that looks like a Gibson SG because it's a guitar that I've been admiring for a while. I really like the look and feel, the set-in neck construction, and the lightweight body. I purchased this kit on eBay for $139.99 shipped. A lot of kits come with a basswood body, which is a soft and inexpensive wood. I wanted to be able to make this as much like a Gibson SG as possible, so I liked that this kit body and neck were constructed from mahogany, just like a real SG. However, real SG necks are made from a solid piece of mahogany, which is not guaranteed in the specs of this kit. The scale length on this kit is 24 3/4 inches, just like a Gibson SG. The nut width on the kit is slightly more narrow than an SG, where a standard is 1 11/16 inches, this kit is 1 5/8. The fretboard radius isn't listed in these specs, so I'll have to measure and find out if it's true to an SG radius of 12 inches. I could also tell from the photos that the kit neck would have 22 frets, which is just the same as a Gibson SG. Gibson has made several variants of the SG over the years, so some details can vary. This kit has pearloid dot inlays and no neck binding, which is similar to the SG Faded series. SG standards have trapezoidal mother of pearl inlays, as well as binding around the neck. So this kit build will end up more like an SG Faded series than an SG standard. Given what I've read about these kits, I'll most likely end up replacing a lot of the electronics and hardware because they're low quality. But the bones of this kit seem really solid, so it's perfect for what I'm trying to do. Get ready for super speed unboxing in... The parts seem to be packed carefully, but the most notable omission are the instructions. I thought this came standard with most kits, so I was pretty surprised to see that they weren't included. All of the parts appear to be here, but it's hard to tell without a parts list. Fortunately, other kit makers publish their instructions online, so I'll be using the instructions from byoguitar.com for this build. After unboxing, I did a closer inspection of the included parts. The body looks like it's made of 2 pieces of mahogany with a seam right down the center of the body. Overall, I'm really pleased with the quality of the wood. As you can see, the grain looks great. However, on closer inspection, I noticed a hairline split at the bottom of the body. I think this can be solved with wood filler, but I need to research more to find out if this could potentially expand over time. Let's take a closer look at the neck. The overall construction seems good at first glance. When you look very closely, you can see that there are small specks of glue on the fretboard. I don't think these will be noticeable once the fretboard is properly oiled. This neck is made of at least 3 pieces of mahogany. First, at the base of the neck, you can see the glue seam where an additional piece has been glued on. The extra glue at the seam shouldn't be a problem. It'll be completely hidden by the pickups and the pickup covers. You can also see a seam towards the top of the neck where the headstock joins the neck. This is different from a Gibson SG, which has a solid mahogany neck, but for the purpose of this build, I'm not too concerned. The nut installed in this kit seems to be cheap black plastic with sloppy installation. I'll definitely be upgrading this to a higher quality material. The frets on the neck of this guitar seem good. I don't see any nicks or issues that could be problematic. Some of the fret ends are sloped in more than others, but given that I'll likely have to do a fret level on this guitar anyways, I'm not too concerned. Let's check out the electronics and parts included in this kit. The The tuners feel sturdier than I expected them to feel. An upgrade wouldn't hurt, but I think these will be fine for a kit build. I might swap these out for a set of Gibson-style tuners. The pickups are no-name humbuckers, which are a clear area to upgrade. I'm not set on if I want to match these to SG stock or swap them out for something different. I'll probably just install these and then upgrade them later. The included bridge is meant to replicate a tune-o-matic bridge with a stop bar tailpiece, which is standard on Gibson SGs. The mounting hardware all looks standard. The knobs included are black speed knobs, which I prefer, so I'll be keeping these. The potentiometers are all 500 kiloohms, which is standard on Gibson SGs, and they seem to be in fairly good condition. The output jack, on the other hand, feels flimsy, so I'll upgrade this part. The pickguard and backplate look great. Right now, they still have the plastic protective covering on them. I prefer the look of a full-face SG pickguard to the half-face pickguard included, so I'll probably order a full face later on. Well, that's the end of episode 1. The kit has some flaws, but overall, I'm really happy with the body and the neck. Stay tuned for episode 2, where I'll do a dry fit of the parts and check the measurements of the kit against a Gibson SG blueprint.